Good morning, everyone. Leah Dixon here from Port Coquitlam, British Columbia. I am live this morning for a special video showing you guys the Nourish and Flourish Kit. So every year, Stampin' Up! Chooses a product, a stamp set, or some kind of exclusive limited time only product, and take some of the money from the sale of that product for some kind of philanthropic cause. This year, they have chosen to donate to groups locally. So in Canada, when you make your purchase, the donation goes to a Canadian group, and all organizations who are helping to end food scarcity. And so I think it's really cool that the kit that they chose this year to end food scarcity actually has a food element to it. The kit itself comes in this great little insulated lunch kit. And so it's like a linen kit with a handle and everything, a little blue pool party handle, and then the pretty image on the front and everything. So it's a really cute lunch kit, and it's a decent size. In fact, so for me, I will probably use it as my lunch kit this year because I do still take a lunch to work every day. But and I'm just going to pull the kit out right now. If you're not in a situation where you're taking a lunch to school, this little lunch kit actually perfectly fits our little mini boss, the little baby boss there. And so here we go. You can just pop that in. Of course, you've got to close up the sides on it to make it fit, but pop that in and zip your little mini boss into your lunch kit, and voila, it fits just perfectly in there. So you've got a nice little carrying case if you're going crafting anywhere, and there's extra space in here so you can throw in a few of your favorite embossing folders and some dies, and you've got your little embossing kit all ready to go. So that's kind of like the fun extra in this kit, is that instead of coming in a little paper pumpkin box or something, it comes in the lunch kit. But what I wanted to show you today, good morning. What I wanted to show you today was actually the kit itself, because it's a great kit to, get a bunch of friends and have just a fun crafting evening, because it's one of our no stamp kits. So you just need a pair of scissors at home to be able to open up this package, because it's very, very thick plastic. Your cards are definitely protected in here. I'm actually going to need my scissors one more time. All right. So there we go. But this kit makes the cutest little cards. And so, you could have like a fun girls' evening, do a little fundraiser, and all end up with these cute little lunch kits and a gorgeous collection of cards. So I'll just show you here. There's 3 different envelopes. So they're white envelopes on the outside, and then they've got the gorgeous colors inside. And actually here, let me just change my screen. There, now you guys can see it a bit better. So 3 gorgeous insides to the envelopes. Oh, I know, this one is really, really sweet. I love this one. And then the note cards actually have dry embossing on them. Let me see if I can get this angled so you guys can see the dry embossing. This is always the tricky part about not being in person. So there in the shadow, you can see a little bit. There's this gorgeous leaf embossing on there. So we've got those. We have the sentiments, and they're in all, you've got French, another French. Oh, those are all in French. Interesting. I thought we had some English ones, unless I accidentally ordered the French kit. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so there are my English sentiments. Oh, and German, and it must be Dutch. So you actually get 4 languages. Okay, that's what I thought. So you actually get 4 different languages, so you can choose which ones you want. And like for me, my French ones and stuff, I might not use them on my cards, but I have some French speaking friends. And so I'll just pass along these extra pieces to them so they can have them for their, whatever cards they're creating. So it's kind of cool that way that you can create in any, well, not any language, but in multiple languages. All right. And then our next card base is also embossed. And this one's a bit easier to see. It's this really cool double chevron pattern. And then the last one has a much more subtle embossing. Let's see, get the angle for you guys. And I can't remember what that pattern's called, but it has a name. And so it's just like these cute little outlines with flowers in the centers. And then you have all of these stickers. So we don't even need any messy glue, you guys. It's all stickers. And finally, some mini glue dots for attaching the sentiments and stuff like that. And the part I always forget, there are instructions. So full instructions on how to put together each kit, where to put the adhesives and everything. So I'm going to walk you guys through just making one of each. And then it's just the same process repeated for your extras. You actually get 9 cards in this kit, 3 of each design. And as always, if you've got other supplies, you can take these and mix it up and add, ribbons and change it all up and make something completely different with the pieces in your kit. I love that they're versatile enough for that. All right, so our first one is this leaf background. Again, you guys are having trouble seeing that leaf, but there we go. So this is the leaf background embossed one. And the first thing we're going to do is grab this faux stitched banner and put this right about center, top to bottom and side to side on our card. There we go. Now they have given us some dimensionals, so we're going to use those, and we're going to grab our just saying hello sentiment. There. And on the back, they say just add 3 dimensionals across the center of this one. 1, 2, 3 across the center. There we go. We're going to be layering other things on here, so we don't need other dimensionals. We'll get those with the other things that we add on here. And we're going to pop that down so that the 2 ends of our banner are just sticking out a little bit. All right, then with that done, we are going to grab a bunch of our die cuts. And now these ones are die cuts, not stickers. And let's see, we need both of our yellows. Oh, so 2 yellows, 2 blues, and 3 sets of leaves. All right, now I think it's the darker leaves. There we go, and a small set of ones. Okay, so there we have it. We've got, oh, did I grab the right ones? Maybe I didn't. Oh, maybe it should be the lighter ones. I don't know. I don't think it actually matters because these colors all look so nice together, but I'm actually going to go with the lighter ones. I like the look of the lighter ones. Okay, so there we go. So we've got all of our leaves, and now they're saying just to use mini glue dots to attach these to our card front. So we have a whole beautiful sheet of mini glue dots here. I actually have one from another kit already started though, so I'm going to grab those and try and finish one sheet at a time. And they just say to start adding these on. So we're going to pop a flower on there. So I am actually going to put a dimensional under one side of this, even though the instructions don't say to. Oh, if I can find my dimensionals, I just set them down and now they're lost. And then I am going to put a mini glue dot on the side that's going to go up onto my sentiment. And so we basically just get to piece these little bits together. So let's start with that one there. And then I'm going to take a mini glue dot or two on the back of this leaf. And peel off those backings. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, if the mini glue dots in the kit are not your thing and you have other adhesives. Oh, good morning, Janet. If the mini glue dots in the kit are just not your thing and you have other adhesives, you can go ahead and use those, because really here the idea is we're just trying to find a way to get these attached to our card front, right? So pop that on. I'm going to grab this one, and I do find that using the mini glue dots for this kind of thing, because these are larger and I can put bigger piece of adhesive on here, I find it a little more time consuming than I would like. So I'm going to use, I lost a flower. I'm going to use other adhesive. Uh-oh, I had a blue flower here and it has disappeared. Okay. So now they're just showing to pop this yellow flower behind. Let's pop that in like that. And so this is part of the reason why they said to only put the dimensionals across the center of our sentiment, because then we have that ability to tuck things underneath. So now put a little bit of adhesive here on these smaller leaves. Oops. There we go. And I'm going to pop these down. Now I need to find my missing blue flower. I wonder what I did with it. Well, I know it's going to turn up because it didn't leave the craft room. So I'm just going to pop one off of one of our other sheets, because we have lots of sheets here. And then I will hopefully find my missing blue flower. Interesting. All right. And then this last one, I'm just using up dimensionals off of my old sheet of dimensionals. So there we go. And we'll pop that one on. Oops. It's too much dimensional. There we go. And that one just kind of goes on, so it covers up part of the sentiment, part of the leaves. And we're almost finished. Last thing to do is they sent us these gorgeous, like champagne colored pearls. And so this is the hard part, finding the opening. There we go. We'll open that up and we'll sprinkle these on quite liberally. They actually show 5 going onto this card front. So they've given us a lot because they want us to use a lot. Okay. I love it. Such a pretty card. And great for beginner stampers. Like, this is really a card that anybody can create, and it's so pretty. What I also like about these kits is they give me inspiration for my own stamping. You know, I'm looking at these, looking at the color combinations, looking at, what floral stamp sets do I have that I could recreate that with. And so I always love getting ideas for layouts from the kit cards as well. All right, so that is the first card in our kit. Card number 2 uses, where did it go? Card number 2 uses this really nice, let's get that angled again so you guys can see it. There we go. The nice little outlines with the flowers in the center. So that's the base for our second card. I'm just trying to move bits out of the way as I use them so that I don't get too much of a messy desk here. There we go. So with that one, we are going to go back and grab that sheet of stickers that we had, and we're going to use the Calypso coral bar again with the faux stitching. And again, we're placing this centered top to bottom, and in this case, left to right, it's actually going to touch the two edges. There we go. So I love that that's a sticker, no glue sticks to mess around with. And just pop that one down. Then we're going to grab our sentiment. This one is, I'm just so lucky to know you. Now, of course, if these sentiments aren't striking it home for you, you can grab your own sentiments. This is shaded spruce ink. Stamp your own sentiment, pop it onto this card, and make it say whatever you would like. All right, and if you're really dying to have the same shape, just flip this one over and stamp on the other side and use one of your markers and a ruler to recreate the Calypso coral lines. So lots of options to change this up and make it your own. I always make my first set of a kit though exactly how they tell me to. All right, so now for this one, they're telling us that we want these dimensionals. Oops, I peeled off the backing of it, not. There we go. They want these 4 dimensionals to be stuck in the center because we're going to be tucking flowers underneath. And so we want space to tuck them underneath. Normally I would put my dimensionals out in the corners, but then that's going to prevent us from tucking flowers. All right. So there we go. That's on nice and sturdy because there are still 4 dimensionals on there. And now we're going to go in and grab our flowers. Now let's see, where's the one I started from? There we go. So it looks like we need 1, 2, and then the side view. And then we also need all of these, all 4 of these yellow flowers. And I think the leaves that I already popped out. Oh, and I just found my missing blue flower. It was fallen in with my leaves. There we go. So then we need those leaves that I've already popped out plus the last one. Okay, so now I am seeing what's happening with the leaves. This will make it so much easier for you guys. Okay, there are old olive or pear pizzazz leaves that have pear pizzazz lines, and then old olive leaves or pear pizzazz leaves that have shaded spruce lines. So those are for 2 different cards. And then we have the shaded spruce leaves that all go on 1 card. So I also have these little bits here to pull out, I guess. Or maybe not. Maybe those are for the next card. Yeah, those are for the next card. All right, we'll put those off to the side. Okay, so now that we have all of this, they're saying go ahead and put mini glue dots on the backs of all of these because we are just going to be tucking them in. So that is almost what I'm going to do. I'm going to use mini glue dots on the backs of the ones that I think need it. And I'm going to do bits of seal on the backs of the ones that I think are big enough to take that. Because all of these are being put behind. None of them are layering on top, so I don't need dimensionals behind any of them. Okay, come on. There we go. So now these little guys, I will do mini glue dots on because they're a little too thin and finicky. So I'm going to do 1 up at the flower, 1 down at the base. That one already came off. There we go. And so by attaching all the adhesive first means then I can just go ahead and start popping things in place. There we go. All right. Let's peel those off. So I'm going to take all the backings off my mini glue dots as well before we get started. So I can literally just start popping these down. Okay, come on. So when I have to peel off a whole bunch of these backings, that I actually prefer the mini glue dots on the roll because there's no backings to them. But that's okay. There we go. I like the size of these ones. All right, now everything has adhesive on it. What I'm going to do now is just start layering things in. So I'm going to get these two, the flower and the leaves, and I'm just going to kind of tuck them in right there behind. I have a leaf stuck to me. All right, then I'm going to grab this little flower and tuck it in just like that. And another one of those flowers. And we're going to go down here and tuck it in just like that. Now another bloom with another big leaf. And we'll just tuck these guys in right down here. Actually do like that. There we go. And then another one of these flowers. Pop it in down like that. And then this bloom goes in here just on the side, however you'd like. And one more flower attached to me. There we go. Just like that. Okay, and it looks like I grabbed a couple extras that I don't need for this one. All right, so I'll just set those off to the side and use them on the next card. So there we go. We have all of our blooms and everything done. And then of course we're going to add a little bit of bling to this. So these are sweet in that you just kind of go through and, you know, pop the flowers down how you'd like on these cards. Like there's really not, you know, not a strict rule on how to do this. They give you lots and lots of all the bits to really have some fun with this. All right, and there we go. We have our little pearls attached. So there is our second card. So these are really sweet, really fun, quick, easy cards. And then our last one has this very cool chevron pattern to it, just like that. And we're going to go and grab those stickers again. Now this one goes horizontal. I am going to grab my bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, like anything, a spoon, anything that kind of has a softer edge, you can use to do that. All right. So now our last set of stickers here are these cool scallops. So when I first saw them, I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to line that up. I'm not great at that. Except that the two colors are one sticker. So no, I don't actually have to line it up. I just have to line it up along the bottom edge of my card. So I'm going to come in and put this sticker right along the bottom edge of my card. Not that hard. Okay. Now with that done, we will grab the last sentiment, because remember our other sentiments here are in other languages. Now I have more of the English ones. I have 3 sets of these. And we're going to pop that one down. We're going to use the dimensionals on this one right across the center. Again, because again, we're going to be tucking flowers in behind this. So there we go. And we're going to take that, pop that right there. All right, so now we're going to come over here. I've already got some adhesive on the back of those. I jumped the gun on grabbing those. All right, and then we're going to need those little sprigs that I grabbed. Those are going to need mini glue dots. They're too tiny. And then we have all these other blooms. So we have the last 2 flowers of the larger kind. We have some more leaves. And we have some darker Calypso coral flowers. And so we'll grab all of those. And there we go. Every little bit is being used. Okay, so let's get started building. These two flowers, the two large light Calypso coral flowers, I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of them and pop them in behind the corners. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to take, those leaves that I'm sticking to the back of my card. And I'm going to tuck them in. Now that one I'm going to put behind the flower. And this one I'm going to put over a little bit because we're going to put another flower over top first. There we go. All right. Now this little guy we're going to pop down. We're going to put some adhesive on him, but the adhesive's going onto the upper label, not to the bottom. So I am going to use a mini glue dot for that, so I can be very specific about where that glue goes. Okay, because I just want it up on the label. There we go. And then we've got some more leaves. These ones are big enough that I can use some seal on the back of them. And then this one, actually this one goes up here. Tuck that in under our flower. And then this smaller one, tuck that in here behind this flower. Now we have these itty bitty darker leaves. And so I'm going to use glue dots on these because they're so tiny. And again, I'm going to tuck that in under this flower. Okay, come on. There we go. Just like that. And then I've got another one that I'll put up at the top. And so if you don't like using mini glue dots, you could also just use glue for this. Just might be a little bit messier. All right, and then, that one's already glued. So these two are going to get glued down. Now these guys are big enough that I'm going to use some seal on the back of them. Okay, and then I might also use a dimensional on this guy. There we go. Because he's going to overlap onto my sentiment, but also over to there. And then this guy, maybe I'll just kind of trim up the ends here and use a tiny dimensional behind him. Okay, so now they did not say to use dimensionals on these in the instructions, but kind of make it how you want to, like make it your card. I wanted those popped up, so that's what I did. And now we add our pearls. So I'm just going to come in here. And again, if you don't have a take your pick tool, grab a toothpick. It really does help for picking these little guys up and placing them exactly where you want them. All right, and another one up here. There we go. And that is our third card all done up. So it's a really beautiful card. The camera, especially my lighting, sorry guys, does not do this card justice. These are absolutely gorgeous. And I love the light colors of them. Like they're just such fun, such fun summery colors. So there's your 3 cards. You actually get to make 9 of these, 3 of each, and then you get that little lunch kit. And $4 of your purchase goes towards organizations to help end food scarcity. So that is the Nourish and Flourish Kit. Oh yeah, definitely add this kit to your wish list, Janet, because it is super duper cute. And just, some fun, relaxing camping, or not camping, crafting. I'm actually going to take this card kit camping with me though. In the evenings when the kids are probably on their phones, because now they're teens, playing their video games or napping. I like to have some crafting with me when I camp, and so bringing something like this that's no ink is perfect. We actually have a bunch of no ink craft kits, and so I'm going to be bringing a bunch of them with me and just kind of doing this to relax in the evenings while we're away on our trip next month. So that is it. I do have a little special going on. So in addition to the fact that $4 of the kit purchase will go to an organization to end food scarcity, I'm going to send you guys a little thank you, a little embellishment for anybody who orders one of these kits before the end of July. And then if you bump up your order just $6, you guys will also qualify for a free Sale-a-bration item. And I'll send out a copy of my 30 project tutorial bundle to anybody who does that and bumps up their order. So I hope you guys liked this, and definitely take a look at it. There is a shopping link that takes you right to the page that gives you all the information about this kit. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. It's another gorgeous sunny one here, so off to do some gardening and some swimming. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you again. Well, if you're in my stamp camp, I'll see you this Saturday for my Hues of Happiness stamp camp. And if you're not signed up for that, I'll see you next Wednesday when I go live again. All right, bye everyone.